The first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. The Magic, fighting for their first win of the series, will try to even the score at 1-1 as they go up against the Boston Celtics. Round 1 of the NBA playoffs continues.
Round 1 of the East rolls on. Game 2, just about ready to tip off. Playoff basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony, Hall of Famer Doris Burke, and another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge, from the sidelines. A look at the Magic starting group. Wagner and Banchero are the forwards. Corey Joseph is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Carter in at the 5. Home in the paint. And for Boston, White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. Horford and Porzingis are manning the post position. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. Taking a look at Boston. They notched a big win in the series opener, trying to avoid a letdown here tonight. Greg, what do they need to do to maintain their momentum?
You know, Kev, first, I think they need to weather that early storm. They're going to face a desperate opponent. But once the game settles in, it's about playing smart and playing with energy. You're the favorite for a reason. Go out and show the world what you're made of.
If they could only hear that from you, that would guide them. That's a great piece of advice.
But you go back to the fundamentals. Franz Wagner calls for the screen and gets himself some space.
Holiday, the pass to Brown. Shoots over Wagner. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got his second basket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now, here's Banchero. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Brown against Wagner. Offensive rebound. Out to White. Horford has a wide open look. They get the rebound. And at last, they get one to fall.
Well, you've got size and length, so Kristaps Porzingis, the extra possession.
Wagner passes to Carter. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Orlando shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. The first one falls.
I love that Wendell Carter Jr. plays within himself. Take high percentage shots, get as many rebounds as you can.
Carter hits them both.
Well, we know Wendell Carter Jr. offers a lot on the offensive end. This guy's got to continue to improve as a low-post defender.
To the left wing. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Brown outside. Good on the triple. Brown's got 7 points in the game. And it's Joseph with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Magic. 4-point game. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Banchero. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Brown the pass to White. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla, and we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. See if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Now, here's Brown. Paolo Banchero unable to get his last shot to go in. 6 on the shot clock. Brown kicks to White. Offline with his 3. The Magic trail by 6. Wagner finds Joseph. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Now, here's Wagner. Over Holiday. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Orlando moving the ball around. Caldwell Pope kicks to Banchero. Gets an open look and hits.
There you go. Not the best start, but maybe that's the shot that gets him in rhythm.
Celtics leading by 6. Here's Holiday. Here's Brown. The layup missed. The Magic have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's Banchero. Misses the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
White, good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
The Magic trail by 8. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to Joseph. Banchero outside. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
The Celtics have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. White dishes to Brown. Horford with the screen on Wagner. Brown, no good.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
What a sequence from Banchero. Such a creative big man.
And here's White. Pass to Horford. Holiday with it. Back to Horford. Down low. Here's Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
You see yourself on the screen and you show us your best move. Let's go! Show us the moves. Somebody doesn't have rhythm.
Celtics making a change here. Richards checked in.
Coming onto the floor from the Celtics, number 11, Peyton Pritchard.
And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for Orlando. They trail by 6. They come off a really big loss on Sunday.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
I'll tell you this. It looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Celtics?
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
And the first one drops.
We talk about high-effort players. Well, Derek White embodies that very description. Always working hard, always looking to outwork his opponent.
And both free throws good for White.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Out to the wing. Here's the screen. Here's Banchero. Another miss by Orlando.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
White the pass to Porzingis. Over Carter. Porzingis can't hit. The Magic trail by 8. And Joseph kicks to Carter. Pass to Wagner. Looking for Banchero and gets it there. Over Horford. And it's Banchero missing.
Just strong work defensively there in the low post. You got to be tough down in the paint.
Boy, he really anchors well on the block. Very difficult to back down.
Now here's Brown. He's got 9, and he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Wagner finds Banchero. And he gets the bucket.
Well, commit to your move, anticipate the contact. Paolo Banchero does both of those things.
And the Celtics with possession here. 6-point lead. Pass to Pritchard. Now Horford. Here's Porzingis, defended by Carter. Celtics passing it around. Picked by Horford. 6 to shoot. Drills it from outside. And the Celtics lead by 9.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Clearly a foul.
The Magic shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, what I like about Corey Joseph is this guy will give you a little bit of everything. Perhaps most importantly, guys, you know he's going to play consistently good defense.
Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. And a switch here also for Orlando. Isaac's checked in for Banchero. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Celtics leading by 7. White the pass to Horford. Tatum with it. From past the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Horford.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Count that one from Isaac.
Well, 6'10", but don't tell him he doesn't shoot with range. That is nicely done by Jonathan Isaac.
Tatum dishes to Horford. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line, Al Horford. At the line for 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Al Horford.
When you think about Al Horford, you think about a guy who entered the league with a maturity beyond his years. And now consider, guys, we've been talking about high-level play for over a decade in the NBA. What a career.
Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. And Al Horford drops them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Here's Black. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Isaac. No good on the triple.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
When you are the aggressor, being assertive, very often you're going to get the whistle, as Derek White did there.
Celtics have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for White.
Yeah, and early on at the free throw line.
Here's Black. Wagner, right side. The fader. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Puts the move on, and it's Brown getting it to go. Brown's got 11 points.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Here's Black. Good on the bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. 11-point game. Horford sets a screen for Brown. That shot wide open. He's got 13.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Black. Wagner left side. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up on the elbow. A rebound by the Celtics.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
The Magic trail by 13. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Guys, when you're talking about young players, the first thing I want to know is, do they have passion and enthusiasm for the game? Franz Wagner, he's got every bit of that.
The first free throw is good.
Boy, when you look at the 6'10" Franz Wagner, what you love is the skill set. It is tailor-made for today's NBA. He can stretch you from deep. He's not afraid to mix it up on the glass. You love it.
And Orlando making a change here. Banchero's checked in. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Celtics leading by 12. Craig passes to Pritchard. 1:24 left to play in the first quarter. They set the screen. Craig, good.
The defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Here's Black. Pass to Wagner. Here's Black. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Boston making a switch here. Davison's checked in. And a switch here also for Orlando. Anthony's checked in for Franz Wagner. Boston's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter. Now, here's Craig. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And here's Anthony for three. Drills the three-pointer.
You love Cole Anthony's attitude. So confident, so willing to fire on the catch.
Here's Davison, covered by Anthony. Celtics passing it around. And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That is his first foul of the game. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones, and now their defense is in overdrive.
The Magic trail by 12. Banchero with the ball. He's got 8. Ring shot on the way. Nice jump shot. Good. Banchero's got 10.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And so it's Boston going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action in just a minute. And glad to have you with us as we get going here in Game 2. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Man, why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
They've got Porzingis, and it's Davison in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Boston 5. And it's Banchero missing. Boston leading by 10. Pass to Davison. Here's Pritchard. It's tipped. Now Banchero. Now here's Anthony. To the right wing. That's good from Banchero on the assist by Anthony. Banchero's got it back down to within single digits for the Magic. Here's Pritchard. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Anthony. And Anthony's got the ball here for the Magic. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Lets it go from 11, and there are the Magic with another bucket.
Yeah, Cole Anthony is a professional scorer, folks. The mid-range jumper is on time and on target there.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Davison off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Magic trail by 5. Here's Black. Pass to Banchero. Just 3 to shoot. Banchero drives the double. Here's Black, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Drew Holiday is checked in for the Celtics.
Into the lineup for the Celtics, number 4, Drew Holiday.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Here's Pritchard. And that's a foul. It's called on Cole Anthony. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And the Celtics with possession here. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Busted. No good that time either. The Magic trail by 5. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
A big-time scorer, Banchero, with a deep bag. That's a great pump fake to get the defender in the air.
The Magic have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. First free throw is good.
Paolo Banchero, guy who not only has the frame, but he's got the mind and the work habits to be great in this league. Can't wait to watch.
Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. That one is no good.
As much as Banchero's going to get to the line, he wants to be more efficient.
Inside, here's Holiday. To Hauser. There's the triple. Orlando grabs the miss. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Black. Banchero with the screen. The Magic again can't hit. Celtics leading by 4. And here's Holiday. Here's Pritchard. Porzingis inside. Isaac on him. Nice step back to get it off.
Kristaps Porzingis with that release point and that size, difficult to check in the painted area.
Banchero passes to Isaac. Porzingis with the block. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. To the paint. Here's Pritchard. Shot clock at 6. Screen by Porzingis. Top of the key. Pritchard gets the bucket. And now an 8-point Celtic lead. Magic have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Holiday against Anthony. Pass to Houston. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Pulls up. Anthony's shot is off.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Pritchard. He's got 5. Pass to Hauser. And here's Holiday to the left side wing. No good from outside.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Here's Black. Back to Banchero. Here's Black. Lets it go with the three. Craig pulls it in. Over to the left wing. To the middle. Here's Porzingis in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Celtics leading by 8. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Boston making some changes. Brown comes in for Torrey Craig. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. White inside. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And White, the bucket on the assist by Porzingis.
Oh, that is impressive stuff from Derek White. Defender in his grill, no problem.
And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Trailing by 10. Banchero a screen on Howard. And Joseph kicks to Banchero. Caldwell Pope outside. Pocket 6. Carter against Porzingis. And it's Carter missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Brown wide open. He fires. Trains the three-pointer. Brown's got 16.
Now, Jaylen Brown is now so legit from deep, boy. You better make sure you're contesting that three ball. That's how good he is.
Banchero a screen on Brown. And it's Wagner missing.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
And Holiday kicks to White. Pass to Brown from downtown, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Magic trail by 16. Now Banchero. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 17.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
Here's Boston now. They're on a 14-5 run here. And Holiday kicks to White. Pass to Hauser. Porzingis with a screen on Banchero. Hauser misses. Orlando's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Joseph sets a screen for Wagner. Back to Joseph. Stolen by Holiday. And here's the fast break. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Pass to Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And this kid is just a natural-born scorer. Banchero can post you up, face you up, and also beat you in transition.
Holiday, the pass to Hauser. White inside. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And one on Caldwell Pope. Austin shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for White. The Magic making a switch here. Isaac's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. So it's Orlando now. It's a 13-point game. Brown against Wagner. Pass to Carter. To the inside. And stolen by Tatum. Here's Brown. And it's Wagner with the rebound. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Franz Wagner's such a good player when keeping defenders off balance. Really makes the defense guess.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. That's good from Wagner.
Boy, for his age, you think about how well-rounded a basketball player Franz Wagner is, and the guy wants to get better. He's a student of the game. The sky is the limit for this young man.
Both free throws good from Wagner. And the Celtics with possession here. At one point, they led by 16. Outside Holiday. Pass to Cornette. Now here's White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Tatum's range on display.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
The Magic trail by 14. Wagner with it. 6 points for him. Carter with a screen on Brown. And it's Wagner missing.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Pass to White. There's Brown with the 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Isaac's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
And it's Carter missing. Celtics leading by 14. It's Brown on the wing. He's covered by Isaac. Holiday, the pass to Cornette. And here's White. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Outside Holiday. Pass to Cornette. 1:37 left now here in the second. Out to White. Beyond the arc. Celtics passing it around. The 3 from Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Tatum's got a pair of triples in the second now for Boston.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
1:16 left in the first half of the game. Outside, Joseph. Wagner outside. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Wagner. Can they get it? And Boston with the rebound. Brown feeling it out a bit. And it's sent back by Isaac.
Isaac using every bit of that 6'10 frame to send it back.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
Zinkas, he's checked in for the Celtics. Horford comes in for Tatum. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Brown, count that one. Brown's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the first half. Now Joseph. Pass to Wagner. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. And here is Joseph. 5 to shoot. They set the pick. Puts up a deep 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Good on the shot. Brown's got 23.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've got run over this evening.
Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the Celtics. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Boston Celtics.
How about the points in the paint? Clearly, they made it a priority coming in, and it's paying dividends, Ernie.
Yeah, I remember those days pounded inside. Break your opponent's spirit.
Easy now. Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series. Well, guys, safe to say they're in cruise control right now.
At this point, Ernie, all they got to do is keep the car on the road, man. Just don't go off to the left or right. Just keep on keeping on.
Don't let up. Keep your foot on the gas. Take this thing across the finish line.
Sure, I'm glad you were able to drive home. Those points. It's so good. Yeah,
see what you did with that one, Ernie.
It's unbelievable. It's a gift.
Yeah, it is.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round one. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
The Magic trail by 21. So on the floor for Orlando. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. And it's Joseph in at the point. Over in the corner, White. The shot's good. Brown making the play. White's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Celtics. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. Banchero outside. Joseph looking around from about 19 feet, and the jumper is good.
What a nice play. Off the catch and shoot, the big man, Wendell Carter Jr., is true.
Here's Brown. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Banchero is screened for Joseph. Let's go. The rebound by the Celtics. Brown's got his sixth rebound on the night. Wide, a screen on Joseph. Brown inside the line. Orlando grabs the miss. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And for a big man, Banchero has a rare mix of moves. I mean, this guy can cross up defenders. He blows by people. Terrific handle for a guy that big.
And White kicks to Horford. Pass to Holiday. Here's the three. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Joseph, the pass to Banchero. A three-pointer off the mark. Boston leading by 20. Brown with it. Back to White. It's Brown on the wing. Four on the shot clock. Count it. Brown's got 25 points.
Jaylen Brown very capable of taking stretches of games over. Right now, he's got the entire offensive arsenal working.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Joseph finds Carter. Wagner outside. Carter with a screen on Brown. There's Wagner with the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Wagner's got 9.
Franz Wagner is a very capable offensive player. Knock down those deep shots, young sir.
And here's Brown outside. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Carter. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. It's on Porzingis.
Listen, Wendell Carter Jr. is a big-time skilled big man. This guy, good things happen when you get him the ball.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Two shots.
And that one falls for Carter. Carter hits them both. Now here's Brown. 28 points for him. Outside Holiday. Horford against Banchero. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Brown. Guarded close. No good from 11 feet. The Magic trail by 20. Wagner kicks to Carter. From the top of the key, he buries it. Carter's got 8 points.
Just great focus by Wendell on the offensive end, determined to make the most of his shot selection.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Horford against Banchero. Horford dishes to White. Those 3-pointers off the mark. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for Orlando. Here's Banchero. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Horford.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
The 3-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there. They are challenging them and getting it done.
What you like about Banchero, he's built to carry an offense in both temperament and talent.
Celtics leading by 17. Over in the corner. Outside, White. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Two shots.
That free throw, good from Banchero. Both free throws, good from Banchero. Boston leading by 18. Outside, Horford. Outside, Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Outside, Holiday. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Banchero. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
They see Banchero fighting for his shot right there. Just gets very physical inside.
6 attempts for him at the line. He's made 4.
2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First one falls for him. Black's checked in for Orlando. No good on the second free throw. Celtics leading by 17. Here's Holiday. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Holiday's got his second bucket of the night.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Magic have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Wagner against Brown. Banchero outside. Outside, Joseph. Over Holiday. Shot by Joseph. No good. Boston's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Fires the 3. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Holiday. Brown's got 31 points.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Here's Black. Banchero outside. Joseph, the pass to Carter. Over Porzingis, and it's Carter missing. Boston's got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Pass to Brown for 3. Carter pulls it in. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Horford against Banchero. Now here is Carter, guarded by Porzingis. Here's Banchero, and he hits the jump shot. Banchero's got 27.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Outside, Porzingis. And White kicks to Brown. Rebound by the Magic. Banchero's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside, Joseph. And he's good on the 3-ball. Joseph's got 5 points so far.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
White setting the pick for Horford. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Well, he tries to enter with a three of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Carter with a screen on White. And there's the drive. And it's sent back by White. It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And this is postseason play at its finest, refusing to give up shots here in the playoffs.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. Wagner outside. Pass to Carter. 6 to shoot. That 3 off the mark. Celtics leading by 17. Brown with it. White with it. Horford with the screen on Joseph. White wide open. He fires. Boston again missing. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. Here's Black. Collects the two-pointer near the hoop. Black's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, Corey Joseph, it's important that he continue to seek out his teammates and put it on point when they're open.
Boston shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Pass to Pritchard. Brown with it. He's defended by Wagner. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Joseph, the pass to Black. Some solid defense from Brown.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And here's White. 18 points for him. Shoots over Wagner. And it's White missing. Banchero against White. Banchero kicks to Joseph. Pass to Wagner. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Banchero. Up and in from the low block. Banchero's got 29 in the game.
And Banchero is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Pritchard. 5 points in the game. To stop the drought, craps in the tray. Pritchard's got 8.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Banchero kicks to Black. Good on the three-point shot. Black's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, you see the decision-making of Paolo Banchero is so impressive. Comes into the league with that skill and really elevating it.
Boston leading by 13. There's Brown with the three. The rebound by Batadze. Orlando's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Brown against Wagner. Pass to Batadze. 5 on the clock. Wagner against Brown. And that one's good. Wagner. 11 points in the game.
That's a big-time finish by Franz Wagner. Might be young, but he is undeterred.
Here's Pritchard. He's got 8. There's 1:17 left to play in the third. It's Brown on the wing. Yep, that one goes. And the Celtics lead by 13.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
1:04 left to play in the third. Here's Black. He has 7. To the paint. The jump hook. Craig pulls it in. Boston shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Brown outside. Oh my, he'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. It's on Franz Wagner, and he's got his first chance at the line here. And the Celtics making a change here. Holiday's checked in. The Magic also changing it up. Isaac comes in for Banchero. And Anthony subbed in for Black.
Line with 1 shot.
Free throw good from Brown.
You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
Wagner finds Anthony. Takes the 13-footer. That one wide left.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Brown with it. 37 points for him. Off target at the rim. And so it's the Boston Celtics feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. Celtics leading by 17. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Torrey Craig. And it's Cornette in at the center position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. White drives in.
Just a little quick burst by Derek White. Too quick off the drive.
Second personal foul. First 2 fouls. At the line for 2, Derek White.
That free throw missing. And he's good on the second. The Magic trail by 18. Now Anthony. Pass to Bitadze. To the middle. Here's Banchero. Craig pulls it in. Craig's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Hauser. Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 6. A 3. Rebounded by Anthony.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Banchero looking around.
Well, he had the defense's attention, dropping 2 threes in the first half, but he hasn't made one since.
Pass to Hauser. Back to Holiday. Out to the right wing. The Celtics working the ball around now. Here's White. And it's off from three-point range. The Magic trail by 18. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
First team foul. At the line for the Magic, Paolo Banchero, 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And he makes the first.
Really getting after the defense since the break. He's so hard to keep off the line when he pushes the action.
Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Black. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Celtics. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. Craig can't get it to go.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
Banchero. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. Another miss by Orlando. Boston leading by 17. Now here is Holiday. Pass to Hauser. From deep. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got 7 rebounds in the game. Isaac misses.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Holiday with the 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Inside, it's deflected. Banchero is screened for Anthony. Off target from three-point range.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Holiday, the pass to White. Pass to Craig. 6 on the shot clock. And the basket by Hauser. Hauser's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind. Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
Hauser misses. The Magic trail by 18. Here's Houston. Pass to Banchero. Yes, that goes in. Banchero's got 34.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Boston's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. White looking around. And it's blocked. And they'll get another chance. Shot clock at 5. Craig sets a screen. Holiday with the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, if you know Drew Holiday, you know he is more than capable of knocking down these shots at a very high clip.
Outside Anthony. Pass to Bitadze. Down low. Over in the corner, Isaac. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Celtics leading by 19. Hauser the pass to Holiday. And here's White. Back to Holiday. White, a screen on Anthony. White with it. And White with the stuff.
Well, he is asked to do so many different things for whatever team he's on, but Derek White right now, aggressive hunting his shots.
The Magic trail by 21. Anthony with it. There's a screen. High, arcing shot. Boston grabs the miss. Craig's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Holiday. Here's Cornette. The rebound by Bitadze. Orlando's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Outside, White. And Craig has it in the corner. Nice ball movement by Boston.
Exactly what good offensive players do. Lean into that defender. A level of physicality puts you at the free throw line.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. And that one falls for White. And both free throws good for White. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Magic.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Over in the corner, Banchero. Caldwell Pope with a screen for Banchero. That one falls. Banchero's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Boston leading by 19 points. Brown outside. Outside, White. Here's Pritchard. Screened by Porzingis. Boston, no good that time either.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Now, Banchero. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Porzingis.
Second team foul. Allowing for the Magic. Paulo Banchero taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Drew Holiday. He's checked in for Boston. He's off on the second. Celtics leading by 18. Outside, Horford. Back to Holiday. White against Caldwell Pope. And it's White missing. Orlando's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Outside, Joseph. Here's Banchero. And off the front, and in it goes. Banchero's got 39.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Horford with the screen on Wagner. And here's Brown outside. Orlando grabs the miss. Now, here's Banchero. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Shooting for Orlando, Paolo Banchero, 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls.
And maybe he's starting to find his form at the line. He certainly had his share of chances.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Boston leading by 15. Brown outside. White against Caldwell Pope. And White kicks to Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Orlando grabs the miss. Wagner's got his 6th rebound on the night. Caldwell Pope on the wing. White covering. Pass to Carter. Now, here's Banchero. Off target with his 3. Holiday dishes to Brown. To end the drought. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
What I love about Jaylen Brown is his commitment to improvement. This guy's worked hard on his three-point shooting. He's worked hard on his handle and his decision-making, and there's still another level to come.
For 2 shots.
Free throw good from Brown. So he gets them both. The Magic trail by 17. Wagner outside. Banchero outside. Over Horford. The Magic again can't hit. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Holiday, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Caldwell Pope.
Drew Holiday is never afraid of contact, folks. So crafty at finding ways to get to the foul line.
Drew Holiday, line for 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
It's no coincidence, guys, that wherever Drew Holiday has gone, the team gets better, and it's about the way he leads by example.
He hits the second from the line. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jaylen Brown.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Some players rise to the occasion in the playoff spotlight, and some wilt under it. We know which type he is. What a stunning night for him. Out called by Jamal Mosley. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Here's Wagner. Pass to Banchero. Back to Wagner. Bounce past Joseph. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
The Magic trail by 18. Joseph with a screen on Holiday. And it's Banchero missing. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Holiday, the pass to Horford. Back to Holiday. 6 to shoot. White setting the big for Holiday. Cans it from downtown. Holiday's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Carter sets the pick for Banchero. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans are piling out the exits. Obviously a huge win here in Game 2 for Boston.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this is a team right now that is really playing with swagger.
Yeah, and anytime you can go up 2-0, you are in the driver's seat. They are riding pretty high going into Game 3.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jaylen Brown.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
So it's the Celtics now. 16-point lead. Brown outside. A 3-ball. Banchero grabs the board. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside, Joseph. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Well, they didn't make it this far by giving up easy ones, and now their defense is in overdrive.
Confident play we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, and the scoreboard tells the story.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And this win puts them squarely in the driver's seat in this series. Up now, Greg, 2-zip with all the momentum on their side.
I mean, in fantastic shape right now. If they can capitalize on this victory and win Game 3, you can just about put this series to bed.
You got it. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Giroux. You know that's a team that wants to go inside. How did you make it hard for them?
I really just feel like we really just packed the paint. Did a good job of doing that. We know they have a lot of paint points, so just being able to keep them out there and try to make it shoot three. So I think we did a good job. Yeah,
you stuck to the game plan, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you for that, David. And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.